at the sparkling new
That one shocked me.
Zubac with Kawhi and Derek Jones. Zubac has arrived and still looks strange.
The last couple of days going from shot left half over his last 4 seasons and making sure he doesn't have a reoccurring.
All dominant guards in Dallas. Shots every time down the floor.
That award. Besting Michael Joel is filling up. And
Is in his last 4+ games.
Hachimura. The Lakers needing another big.
Will stay in the starting line.
Reeves sprinting to the basket.
Becoming a legacy player, any second guessing of signing thereof, and how that's contributed.
The spotlight on Luka wherever conditioning, but as he
for each other. Pending, the Lakers have grabbed the team.
it was great effort by James.
And James, a little turnaround up and go wild, thinking about LeBron and Luka.
He's averaged almost 13 a game.
Harden right now. His way in on Benson.
Lakers with the guys they have left
Back soon with that abdominal strain.
for the years.
Derek Jones Jr. And we're all tied at 18, the top 6, and stay that way as
Force teams to really adjust. He's done a fabulous job.
done. Second chance.
That has been better than Norman Powell, including Steph Curry, who
Right now, sets up Hachimura. Returns tonight and off to a great start.
the other day in Toronto, 6 for 8.
Sets up for a 3, and
10 made threes.
shooting it so well right now. That's their top 5 in Clippers, but the Lakers, Vanderbilt comes up short.
That they're not going to be able to do it over the.
Done inside in traffic. And
Jay Redick has Nate McMillan as they give up another layup coming out of the.
Player of the year for the Bulls. They're staring at an 8-game road, which would be great to get.
Last few years. Nikola Jokic might be these
Clippers. James, what a pass.
3 guys with 26,030
Great names right there. LeBron backs his way in.
in the NBA.
Yep. LeBron for 3.
You get LeBron James the mid.
Board here in the first quarter is man missed. Nothing run. LeBron James. Oh, what a pass. Coffee. Here's coach right away, but here he is reconcile with those guys.
Being the head of their defense.
When he found it in the middle of the night, they stayed awake from itself, and I'm sure
This one, Brian. 3 guy assists. 2 of them are LeBron James. And Oscar Roberts already now 22 points.
gets up in the air, finds Coffee. The left sets up Hachimura once again. LeBron rises up, miss, and a 10-2 Laker.
On the year, they only give up 12 seconds.
22 makes. They've hit 9 threes. Again.
Many layup attempts.
Denny Smith goes strong. Leonard the block. LeBron on his way. Porter Jr.
Uninspired effort. Not great miscommunication there.
have come from beyond the arc for the Lakers. Thus points inside the paint. Sits down next to his 20-year-old Doncic. Reeves, little turnaround. Zubac runs into a double-double this year. Zubac.
Great all around. Be even bigger going forward with Quick.
A little bit out of control. Can't fake. Drives. Hachimura.
Fantastic 14th in the league, and James Austin Reeves had him in that group. He's never had that role.
He's got 15 all
Tonight against the team that
first half by the Lakers. Let's give a lot and an incredible. He's always fun to watch. An amazing effort. The money's going to up high enough to be able to see just two, and house he was running just gone.
Yeah, look, and it's hit close to home.
And Doncic, you worship LeBron. This performance tonight is Vincent. That's
Here in the first half.
starting of him, as a matter of fact. He's got to put one up. Elevate, gets to the corner. 3-ball.
One fast break, and instead
Possession. And shy 20. Zubac had a little push shot back. James fouled it.
through the contact
To step on LeBron.
for the Clippers, but they got to get this.
Into the corner it goes. The 3-ball. Third quarter from into it. Powell had a nice first half. They combined to go 5 for 2. Let's listen into some sound from
That's a hell of a play down there.
broadcaster. If you are just joining us here, is Derek will not play Thursday in a game.
And gives up a back cut. It's to the point of becoming a liability.
To Powell in the corner, no. On the other side, gives him a third chance. Up. Reminds me of one of our most
You know
famous.
what? A lot of times that's the best and shut them both down.
Halftime, he said there was no message for us.
Has drawn all year. yelling at the refs to wait.
And then dunk it.
As James breaks inside Zubac. Clippers trying to fight their way back. Ball's moving better. Jones, Harden running with Jones Jr. who can fly.
Get back in the game. They've got it picked up here in the second half. The average for a game
Goes right by him and lays it in. Hachimura. As Jones Jr. gives it to Kawhi. And everything, I was waiting for it. You use your Amex card and request to against Philadelphia. Anthony Davis did not, but Davis. This is a month ago. Finds Jones Jr. for three.
Himself in for his team
Position, and Leonard drives it. On J.J. Redick's Lakers advantage through the last few years. Done. Will shake and bake. Top six into the
against the Lakers.
Not going to be able to accomplish.
Hope they can keep those guys together. As a ball-dominant point guard bench for the Spurs.
This has been already in his Banks and Patty Mills. Neither have played.
There's still time in a hurry. Is on the bench. Zubac
In picking up or signing a buyout
Market. Batum late
classically on minimum salaries. So
got a deflection. Garden Saturday in a win over the Knicks.
when the Lakers
Splits the double, is fouled on his way. Begins February 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Shake Milton, and it.
as JJ and Luka would admit that JJ was a part of the Dallas.
The major question. Much about the Dallas perspective of that now and the future, not really right now.
Luka will say, obviously, that when it all comes out, but
Harrison said there were unknowns, obviously unable to offer such $1 million, and then the following season this summer. But I think Lakers.
Well, whatever the case, the Super Bowl has maybe more moves to occur, and many points.
The thinking around the league. A manager admitted earlier today that the Lakers are going to have to make a move
up front, both their depth at Houston, Memphis, and
in his 27 minutes, 8 points, 9
games as Dunn gets
There's Golden State, and Jared
bucket. Norman Powell is now scored.
Transition, three-pointer, no 582. Here's Coffee. Will exit, 7.5.
But then Toronto
And
had 4 made threes against
108-83, traded from the Utah Jazz. And his ideal is the first 34 games.
News is he's not feeling any pain in that right.
minutes against this game. 48 for the Clippers.
Crowd reacting to Bronny James. Gets the block. It is
In their own front offices.
20-year-old Bronny James playing in
32% from 3.
Everyone stand.
Well, they need some.
His coaching staff raves about 3, looking for his first in the league. 3-pointers in the NBA.
3.
I like that. Kind of
Considerable windfall.
year-old out of Missouri. And
Energy and physicality. Eubanks will give him another on-head tonight. And this having
ready to move on.
this got to add a lot of discipline to it.
Coverage. It's only on TV8 tonight. He's had an abdominal. Lakers have rolled tonight. Bronny goes to the basket. Playing in his third straight.
The Australian team.
Time coming over in that trip. It's Highland. Unable to stay in. He'll take the free throws. Still trying to find his turnover, and Highland needed the better
ball game tonight.
Milton up top. Up to discuss this week.
In 44. Look what this guy's done throughout his career.
Third quarter from into it. Don't. Lakers first possession. Norm Powell had a nice first half. Zubac, Harden, Kawhi. They combined to go 5 for 2.
That he's created.
Let's listen into some sound from.
That's a hell of a play down there.
Successful run as a broadcaster. But Luka Doncic shortly. If you are just joining us here as a member of the Lakers. Will not play Thursday in a game.
Sleep on the weak side and gives up a back cut. The defensive end of the floor. Almost to the point of becoming a liability.
And Zubac kicks it out to Powell in the corner. No, the Lakers now On the other side, with 15 in the first half, gives him a third chance. Up. Jay Reddick in our State Farm audio assist reminds me of one of our most famous. Try harder.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of times that's the best of Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, and shut them both down.
The Clippers said to me walking out of halftime, he said there was no message for us.
First charge James Harden has drawn all year. Had a beef on the push, yelling at the refs to win.
Let the defense fly by and then dunk it. Yeah. Defensive success.
A former Laker as James breaks inside Zubac for two. As the Clippers trying to fight their way back. Here goes Harden. Ball's moving better. Jones, they missed them both. Lakers turn it over. Harden running with Jones Jr. who can flop.
Well, this is how the Clippers have to get back in the game. They've gotten some defense, which they've really picked up here in the second half. 12th made three, and that's what they average for a game.
It over to Reeves. Zubac's on him. Reeves goes right by him and lays it in. 23, 7, and 6 for James. Hachimura on a 7-0 run here as Jones Jr. gives it to Kawhi. I took like a full breath of air and everything. I was waiting for it.
Eric Jones Jr. flying to the rim.
Replacement jersey. Just make sure you use your Amex card and request a Mavericks were in play tonight, lost against Philadelphia. Max Christie did play, Anthony Davis did not, but Davis
good night for them.
This is beat the Lakers here a month ago. James Harden finds Jones Jr. for three.
Shot creator, both for himself and for his team.
Taking over at the point guard position, and Leonard drives it for 11 so far tonight.
That is a weak technical foul.
That hasn't been that kind of night for him. J.J. Redick's Lakers and the Clippers' advantage through the last few years.
The Clippers.
Done. James Harden will shake and bake. Clippers in that 6th spot. Top 6 into the
in 3 against the Lakers.
Just imagine what those two are going to be able to accomplish.
Nyama, the Spurs hope they can keep those guys together. Chris Paul's a ball-dominant point guard. Chris Paul's going to have to come off the bench for the Spurs.
Be some activity. This has been already in a role pieces. Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills, neither have played lead.
There's still times can disappear in a hurry. Can be a big help when Zubac is on the bench. Zubac
cannot be involved in picking up or signing a buyout.
Players who might find themselves in that buyout market. Batum late clock.
To land those guys basically on minimum salaries.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, Harden got a deflection. Triple double at Madison Square Garden Saturday in a win over the Knicks.
38% when the Lakers don't to beat for anybody.
Harden splits the double, is fouled on his way. Coordinations face-off. Coverage begins February 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Lakers up 21. Here goes Shake Milton, and it.
Remember, he played briefly, or as JJ and Luka would have moved in those few brief weeks that JJ was a part of the Dallas.
And can he stay healthy is going to be the major question. You know, we haven't talked much about the Dallas perspective of that. Team better for the now and the future. Not really had a chance to make a move right now.
Dallas would do that. I will say, obviously, that we'll have to see when it all comes out, but
guys was about the contract. Nico Harrison said there were unknowns. Offer the Supermax. Lakers obviously unable to offer such through next year at nearly $46 million, and then the following season sign any sort of extension this summer. But I think Lakers know that Luka will be here long term.
Well, whatever the case, NBA, the week of the Super Bowl has a deadline coming up Thursday, so maybe more moves to occur to Kareem, Shaq, and many points.
There's no question, but I think the thinking around the league. Rob Pelinka, the team's general manager, admitted earlier today that now, whether that is true or not, the Lakers are going to have to make a move.
Need to improve up front. both their depth at Oklahoma City, but maybe not even Houston, Memphis, and
just 8 points tonight in his 27 minutes. 8 points, 9.
well, they've done a great job the last 2 games as Dunn gets a.
We'll have the game. Lakers, Golden State, and Jared.
Well, with that bucket, Norman Powell has now scored.
Back in transition, 3-pointer, no. Settle on 105-82. Here's Coffee. Zubac's back on the floor. Dunn will exit. 7.5 on Thursday.
Yeah. But then Toronto
Just 26 minutes of that game Sunday. And
in the 3 games before that had 4 made threes against.
going to the 7-minute mark. 108-83. Their first minutes on the floor after being traded from the Utah Jazz. Earlier today, Jared, about Kawhi and his ideal to get to that place. Kawhi missed the first 34 games.
12th game of the season. And wow, the good news is he's not feeling any pain in that right.
It's so far 28.5 minutes for them to ramp him up. This is game 48 for the Clippers here in the 4th quarter.
Crowd reacting to Bronny James. Said a lot. His man gets the block.
And not only their own coaches and their own front offices, guys who don't get to play a lot.
20-year-old Bronny James playing in
from the floor and 32% from 3. Food for the fans.
Chicken for everyone, Stan.
Well, they need some
Opportunities, but his coaching staff raves about. James for 3, looking for his first in the league. Missed his first 9 3-pointers in the NBA.
Got Bronny's first made 3.
Oh, I like that. Kind of.
I think, yeah.
Nice.
That could be a considerable windfall.
Be Brown, 25-year-old out of Missouri. And
I think he is. I think he'll bring great energy and physicality other than to play small. Eubanks will give him another link to have the game LeBron had tonight. And then I'm having a lot better night than he's having.
Ready to move on.
Of every game, of every practice, score points. He's just got to add a lot of discipline to it.
February 16th after NBA All-Star coverage. It's only on TV. Surprised at that trade. AD did not play tonight. He's had an abdominal Intuit Dome. Lakers have rolled tonight. Thursday. Bronny goes to the basket here in the NBA. Playing at his 3rd straight.
You watch Patty Mills play for the Australian team.
Eubanks will probably get more playing time coming over in that tree. Rebound. Bones Highland. So Highland able to stay in. He'll take the free throws, but still trying to find his man is on him, and a turnover, and Highland going hard at it for the Clippers. Needed the better effort.
This kind of effort, we might have had a basketball game tonight.
Milton up top. A lot to discuss this week.
And for the Lakers, only their 10th in 44.